people getting on, problem's not 100% solved, but people are getting on the system more. They're voting with their feet, and we've seen a big jump in ridership, particularly in the second half of the year. And then you see all of these other things. Those were all hardcore examples that we got from these meetings. Next slide, Nico. Keeping people safe, TO, we ramped up some of those initiatives, and you can read through those. Really continuing with a hiring plan with every type of first responder, including what we call our fourth first responder service, the Toronto Community Crisis Service, which is another non-uniform way of addressing people in mental health crises. Sometimes sending uniforms is not the best way to handle that situation. That went citywide. It's a big part of the budget investment. It cost $25 million to take the whole thing citywide, but now no matter where you live, when you phone 911 or if you phone 211, they will help you decide who should you need right now. We have a range of responses we can do, and we're seeing real improvement there, because that fourth service is one that can stay with you, can take on your case and try to get you to the right place in what is a struggling mental health care system. So we now have people who can help you navigate it. And then last but not least, community services, and these are things you want to see in your ward, and they actually improve your investment in your home. And so people gave hard examples of what they wanted. The youth hubs were a big improvement, some of them in libraries, some of them in community centers. But we've heard from the youth cabinet that they love it. They helped us get them going. Although I met with them on Friday night, and now they want more. So, the more you give, the more they want. But I think that's the piece with all teenagers. So all of the increases that you see there, they really came from these meetings. Next slide, Nico. Now, here's the thing. This is why we're doing this every year, but I want the person to brag about it who should be bragging about it, because it is part of the reason you're seeing that improved financial picture, a situation, your investment, plus taking this approach. And so I want it described by our Chief Financial Officer, Steve Conforti, everyone.
Thank you, Councilor Carroll, and this is great. I can't say how much I love coming to these events and seeing everyone in the room. When I get to go to school stage, I look back on the school stage. This is great. This is fantastic. I'm going to go with it. So we were talking about a multi-year journey, really where we are on our multi-year journey to bring us back to where we can fiscal sustainability. So a lot of you may have joined us last year as we did this consultation, knowing that we have a $20.8 billion budget pressure, or essentially a gap that we have to balance to bring forward a balanced budget in 2024. I can get into a happy to have some conversations about what led to that. There's a lot of impacts post-pandemic on transit, ridership, shelter management across the city. But needless to say, it was the most significant budget gap that I think we've had as a city. Historically, we open a budget with about $400 to $600 million opening cash. And then we go through our actions, our exercises, try to find offsets, efficiencies, where we generate additional revenue to close that $400 to $600 million gap. At $1.8 billion, the magnitude of that gap, and we couldn't address that the same way. We had to come forward with an enhanced multi-year strategy to bring forward not just the balanced budget in 2024, but to bring us to a point where we have that enhanced fiscal sustainability, where we're back to the point where our receiving pressure is around $600 million. Remember, that's a bit more manageable. So what happened last year as part of the first year of that multi-year journey, we got strong direction from council as it related to our long-term financial plan. We got direction as it related to initiatives we would put in place over the next 3 to 5 years to be able to bring expenditures down. We also got direction as it related to actions we would bring forward that would increase our revenue base. So those were incredibly important actions that brought forward and really set us on that stage in that multi-year. We also, like we do every single year, look for efficiencies, offsets, additional revenue as part of our routine budget exercises. We were able to identify about $600 million in offsets through those actions. And then lastly, probably one of the most important aspects is we were able that offer a benefit to the city, also the region, and even the province and the nation. And many times there's services that we're delivering on behalf for extensions of provincial and federal responsibilities. And being able to secure funding in those areas enables us to bring forward that budget. And what's really important is, as we head into the 2025 budget process, the strategy's been working. So while we had a $1.8 billion pressure last year, we're opening the budget this year with a $1.2 billion budget. Still very significant, still twice as much as historically what we've faced, but it's really a sign that we're moving in the right direction. And Councilor Carroll had mentioned our credit rating, Standard & Poor's, which is a global leader in credit rating. They recognize the work that we're doing, they recognize the direction from council, the cooperation we have with the provincial government. And as it relates to Standard & Poor's, the last time we had a credit rating increase from that group was February of 1978. So that's
wow.
That is a very big especially if you take a step back and recognize that that's coming on the back of the most substantial depression we've ever faced in the city. It really speaks to the work that's happened by our budget chair, our mayor, and all of our staff in this room to be able to bring us towards enhanced fiscal stability. But it doesn't end there. So heading into the 2025 budget process, we have to continue to prioritize critical front-facing services. We have to continue to find more ways to save money and bring our pressures down. And we have to continue to work with our federal and provincial partners to secure long-term commitments on services that we provide that benefit local province and nation. Next slide, please. So this has quickly become my favorite slide, and it did start that way. There's a lot of information on here. I'm going to talk about it at length. So, first off, I mentioned that. So we started this year with a $1.2 billion requirement for municipal finance must bring forward balanced budget. To put that in perspective, you see here this large red arrow on the left. That represents the $1.2 billion pressure we're facing. And very small green box that you see there at the bottom, that represents what every 1% property tax increase generates. Every 1% increase generates about $42 million. So if we headed into this budget process saying we will address our opening pressure solely through a property tax increase, you would require just under a 29% property tax increase. Don't worry, that is not being recommended. It's not bringing them forward. That is not the direction we're getting from the budget channel.
See for sale signs everywhere.
Yeah.
The limitations we have in being able to get that property tax. So if we look on the right, what you see there are
This is the same thing.
the amount of our property taxes that support city services. So we have some services like childcare, where you see 93 million. We spend hundreds of millions on childcare services, but we deliver that in partnership with the federal government, provincial government. So we are able to have federal